Okay, so part 2 on the Lt250r project. I got all the parts in. So we got a gasket kit, seal kit, all the bolts you're gonna need, carburetor rebuild kit, the gaskets and all that, and then the new rings. So probably the first thing I'm gonna start with is getting the kickstart seal replaced and the water pump seal. Sounds a little crunchy, so I'm going to start with that. Okay, so the water pump bearing seems to have a little bit of play in it. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. So I'm seeing if there's something I can get locally to get that replaced. It's kind of a weird looking bearing. I've never seen one like that before. Hopefully they still make that. I have no idea. So for now, I think we're just gonna move on to the top end while I figure that out. So I'm gonna clean inside of this out with some brake clean since it's been sitting open for a while, and then gap the rings and we'll get it together. That. Perfect. All right, get them onto the piston here. You want the numbers and the letters up. No, stop. Owie! No. Okay. Try it a different way. So I'm going to straighten the bottom right here. Bottom groove. There we go. Now top one. Numbers are up. Just like that. Okay. Cool. Alright, I got the wrist pin bearing lubed up, some mix. I'm going to put the piston on. Okay. Sequel then is how it's tricky. I put it down in here. Just balls in. Okay, so everybody does it different. I like to do it like trying to start it by hand. Not quite. I'll try a little bit more. Alright, so I got the piston installed in the rings and all that. Cylinders honed, just put it together. I'm going to put new hardware for the cylinder, and also for the head I have the new head nuts and washers on there. Alright, so ended up finding a new bearing at the local bike shop. So I got that in there. That was nice and tight. So now I'm going to put in the kickstart seal. Just real quick, probably do it by hand. it's installed with the new gasket, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the motor in it. I'm working on getting the motor mounts in, the bolts, but the pipe needs to come out because it's hitting the cylinder. All right, so a little update. Got the motor all bolted in, the pipe on, springs are on. Got the clutch to work, and then I was just getting the wiring to work on it, so there isn't any lights like I said before. So I they had a couple wires mixed up, so I just was messing with it and got it to have sparking and the kill switch to work. So that's all good to go. So the next thing I'm probably gonna do is clean the carburetor on it. See how nasty that thing is. And then once it gets running, I'll tape up all the wires and make it look good and route them all correctly. They're all mixed, but got pretty good compression. So yeah, it's coming along. So I got the bowl off. The main jet was just hanging out down here. So it's probably why it blew up. Or it didn't run very good. And on top of that, it's got half of a gasket. The other half's not even on the bowl. Yeah. Float tubes in the bag to make it that on there. Other than that, it should be good. Floats look like they're fine. Such a weird design. Got the carb rebuilt. Got it on there. One thing I am missing though is an air filter, so I'm gonna have to go to the bike shop and get one of those. Probably just a pod filter, since the airbox is pretty turfed. I gotta put this one clamp on the radiator hose. Already got this one on. Fill it with water. Fill it with just water for now. I want to make sure it doesn't have any leaks or anything and clean it out. It's been sitting for a while. Then some oil and a gas tank and some gas, and we'll. Oh, and then the rest of the exhaust. Gotta put that back on, but we'll see if it fires up. All right. All right. So I got gas in it. It's got fluids, oil, everything. This is gonna be the first startup. See if she goes. this isn't much of a ending to the Lt250r video, getting it running, but I ended up trading it for a 96 Banshee. So when I got it, it was put together. Kid I got it from, you know, needs a carburetor clean. Yeah, sure, whatever. Get there, 2 hours away, drove, no compression. So I was like, great, but traded him straight across. This one does have a title and it is registered, so that's a plus. But the top end is blown on it. One cylinder was okay, the other one not so much. Let's see here. That's the piston out of the left cylinder. So the bottom end is good, but it's gonna need a little work. It needs some throttle cables broken right here. Nothing too big, but yeah. So look forward to this in a new video coming up. I gotta order some parts up for it, and I'll get more in depth with this one. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Comment what you would like to see. And yeah, so that's it, 96 Banshee.